Soul Garden.
Hello, Your Honors, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Update. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Witecki, your host to the universe. And a couple announcements. For one, during your birthday period, if you want some one-on-one coaching through text messages, I've got a 30-day special for you. This is for those people who are not in the Guardian Agency. You can sign up for just 30 days to get you through the Libra 2.0, and this is email or text messages. So if you're interested, come on down to soulmart.me. And don't forget, Nikki Bright is helping us into our heart chakras this Thursday night. It's a 90-minute seminar. I'll be there, so if you want to go to class with me, I'll be there. But there's also one the following Sunday. So inner child work or day-to-day coaching, that's real-time healing, both at Soulmart. All right, well, it's almost your birthday period. We are almost there, Libra. I hope you've been doing your soul work and staying on top of your awareness. We're going to wrap up the Sun in Virgo this week, and we're going to move into your birthday period. And this birthday period may very well be one of the most important times of your life. You will see in hindsight. Well, we're currently, though, with the Sun in Virgo, and that means you are wrapping up an inner faith transit, emulating from your heart chakra. So you have already worked on weeds. You've already worked on your psychic awareness and clearing your subconscious. And now you are getting the highest master shui of this, your inner faith. What keeps you going when there's no proof in the moment. Just that intangible knowing, right? We all need that to pull off our magic in the world. You're going to graduate into Libra 2.0 in the next 30 days. And your inner faith is going to be required. So that said, as we start off on Monday, it's a Neptune ruled day. You are in your higher self, you are in your intuition, and what you want to do is sense whether or not you have faith or not, and if so, why not or why, right? Finding that sweet spot. Knowing why you are special, knowing that special connection to higher self and God, maybe looking at your life as evidence, but it's your gut instinct that brings you into that faith. I also think you're feeling strongest in the entire month because the moon is in your sign, so it's cloudy but cool for the judge and juries of the zodiac. Now, looking at the planets, there's some themes you should know about. One is this Bermuda fear triangle here. Everyone's got fear they're facing. There is your relationships and marriages, which is directly opposing your ego development, so that is a constant tug of war. And then there's fear between the ego and whether or not you're going to be okay, and whether or not your marriages are going to be okay. That be okay is Pluto, where you are learning to take better care of your own emotions. You have to nurture yourself to tell yourself you're going to be okay. So you become okay with this Bermuda Triangle by the end of the week. And although you're still focused to the Sun on inner faith issues, Mercury is already up in your sign, so your mind is already at birthday period, even though you're still wrapping up faith. So that's kind of the weird start of the week. On Tuesday, you are much stronger, sunny and super cool, I do believe. That's because Saturn is ruling the day, giving you a lot of strength, and the moon is in your sign, and I think you are feeling Libra 2.0, and that's what's going to happen today. You're going to feel, but it comes from Saturn ruling the day and committing. On Tuesday, you want to commit to a new inner faith. That's what the Sun is at this stage. So committing to a faith and just saying, that's it, I'm drawing the line, I believe in myself because, and so it is, and that's what you're going to want to pull off. But there's more. Pluto goes direct. Now, Pluto has been retrograde for 6 months. You've been re-looking at what your emotional needs truly are. No more looking, now it's doing. Pluto direct means it is time to build home, family, foundation, security, self-nurturing habits that lead to security. Pluto direct means time to do that. That's probably what builds and breaks the triangle. Uranus is saying you've got to innovate the way you relate. Every time you put a brick in a Libra 2.0, you got to relate to people differently because you are different. And then, of course, Libra 2.0, which is in progress here. But the most powerful part of the day really deals with the moon crossing over Saturn. As the moon approaches Saturn, you are going to dump and release. Let it flow, let it grow, all the Libra 2.0 pain, everything you've been through since late 2009. There might be a brief shower. But then as the moon crosses Saturn, this is where you get your feelings behind Libra 2.0. You get the passion behind the new attitude. And you bring your emotions and your strength and your ego all together as one. This kind of is the first day, really, of Libra 2.0. The day you feel it. Remember, master shui and doing magic comes down to having passion. Well, now finally your emotions are coming behind what you're doing. So I believe you are starting to feel it if you do the work. Now, when the moon hits Saturn, if you haven't done soul work, this is a good thermometer. You'll have a big breakdown and not feel the strength right away. If you've done a lot of the work and you're ready for Libra 2.0, you're going to feel strong. Don't worry, we have 30 days, but still it's worth noting on this particular day. Then on Wednesday, it's action time. And it could be anxiety if you haven't done your soul work, okay? So if you're getting lots of anxiety on Wednesday, pour it into action. The action you're taking is you want to act on that inner faith. So you just decided yesterday, act already today, and put that into action. If it feels right, if your senses say yes, then take action. Now, on top of that, the moon, which now shifts into Scorpio and has been in Scorpio, crosses Mars itself on a Mars ruled day. That's a double dose of Mars. You're getting Mars in the I love consciousness of the sun, and you're getting Mars in the emotions, how you feel. So you're feeling like you should act, your awareness says you should act, you should act. Now, of course, Mars in Scorpio is working on you amping up what you're worth, raising your prices, having confidence to get the job done. So if you have done your soul work and you believe in yourself and you drew the appropriate boundaries when Mars entered last week this area, you're going to feel empowered and ready to act. If you haven't done the work or you're not owning what you're worth, you could have some anxiety. Again, everything from this point on, all the way through your birthday, can go either way based on the student who has put in a lot of work or the student who has not put in a lot of work. And you'll know how you feel if you put in the work. On Thursday, we squat. So after taking action, you squat. Again, we're working on inner faith still. So you're squatting on the inner faith. Squatting means you don't email people again. You don't look for proof. You just sit and wait and allow this new inner faith to get some gravity behind it. Gravity leads to law of attraction. So you are sunning and holding space as you are squatting, and the planets really aren't doing anything more important than that, except by the end of the day, the moon shifts into Sagittarius, and so this gets you up in your head thinking. So it might be kind of cloudy or chance of mind games Thursday evening. We will text you if you're in GA. Then comes Friday. Now Friday is a tested day. Cloudy, chance of some attitude problem. That's because the moon rules the day, so that makes us all super passionate, but we're at the 29th degree. You're on that tipping degree where you're being tested on that inner faith. So the inner faith is tested, maybe by your own mind, because the moon is in Sag and could be your own thinking that gets you in the hot water of inner faith testing. But you want to reaffirm how you feel and just to put it into action. You know, don't even slip back. Go forward. Just act like there's nothing to fear and move forward. That's the best thing to do on Friday. But there's also another couple of things goofing around on Friday. One is this opposition between the moon and Sag, your thoughts, and Jupiter. And Jupiter might be triggering you to should all over yourself. Jupiter is only halfway through the transit of expanding your beliefs, so you might be still shoulding yourself, going, oh, I should have done this and I should have done that. A lot of those shoulds are based on an old belief structure that's dying, and so just take that as a clue. So try not to let your shoulds get the best of you. But the Venus here is helping out, which means if you need strength on Friday, remember who you are in the world. Remember your potential. Remember who your friends are. Remember how well you are supported in the world. This is going to actually be the positive thinking for Friday. So Friday, again, we're holding steady, but finally the interfaith transit will be over. All right, then comes Saturday. Saturday, happy birthday, Libra. It's 0 degrees, and I always say 0 means 0, the no man's land between two states of awareness. And on this Friday, you are nesting and resting. The moon now is definitely into Capricorn, pulling emotions into making your emotions pure. You can't ignore your emotions anymore. The moon also begins to cross over Pluto, which is a release, you letting go of old emotional drama from the last 30 days. This is a nest rest. So although it's the first day of your birthday period, it's almost like you've returned home and you're starting to lick your wounds and see where things are, okay? Now, 0 does mean 0. One other thing worth noting is there's a square, there's some fears going on between, am I going to be okay as I move into Libra 2.0? Of course you are. That's the square between the sun, that's our emotions and our love. So for a while, it's maybe hard to get our own love behind what we're doing. That's just part of the transition. As the moon moves forward, it'll be okay. Now, as the sun moves into Libra, we're moving on our blue energy, which is now throat chakra emulated. The throat chakra is ruled by Taurus, but it is what we use to give and receive, our voice. Our voice is so important to speaking up. When you're a Libra, this means that you are working on your ego consciousness. So this is ego all the way through charisma, and this is what Librans have been working on since 2009, okay? Now, in the first 10 days, 0 through 9 degrees, you're going to look on literally your ego. Does your ego stick up for you or not? Does it defend you or not? Does it take action for you or not? That's the next chapter. Taking action, taking that strength and getting things done. That's Libra 2, the second section. And then finally, your charisma, the Libra 2.0. And this is where I talk about that final test being in Act 3. We're going to be tested on your charisma, the work you've done in the last since 2009. This is very much a Libra in the fire, negotiating and realizing that they've got it still, right? All right, so that is on Saturday. So on Sunday, we click into the first birthday moment, and you know, it is your birthday and the sun is playing your tune, so you should feel actually pretty confident and strong. This will, regardless of how prepared you are to implement this new you will feel good, I think, and finally feel out of the woods. So this is a good Sunday, not in a Christian way. And the moon is still in Capricorn, so you are nesting and resting even further, and there's no ruler of the day, so you can really feel it. Plus, God Universe has given us a little gift. The moon crosses Pluto in the last 24 hours, like I talked about, so you'll have to release old childhood baggage and things like that, and that really is important there. Let's let go of the times that you weren't taken care of. Let's let go of the times where you didn't take care of yourself. That's okay. But we also have a yod. This is where God gives us the finger on Sunday, but in your case, a birthday yod for you. And what it is saying is very clear. It's saying, hey Libra, if you want to feel grounded, here's how you do it. Take all these shoulds and put them aside, and instead let's look at what you believe already, what you do believe. So take your beliefs and channel that into your emotions. And also Venus, take how everyone loves you in the world and how you have that group of friends and channel that into your self-nurturing. You've got a great belief structure, you've got a great social network. That's why you should feel good today, and that's what the yod is saying. There is one final square that comes to a head. We've been battling Mars versus Venus for a few days. This is masculine versus feminine. The Venus is the part of you that's feeling fantastic about your potential in the world. The Mars is you going out and earning the money or raising the capital. So it's time to break free as of Sunday. Don't worry about the ability to manifest it. Instead, just focus on what you deserve and focus on what's next in the manifestation. That's what this square says as we cap off on Sunday. All right, judge and jury, the zodiac, that's all I have for this particular one. Good luck in your transitions. Don't forget, we've got all sorts of resources for you down at the mothership. Office hours are totally free, and we have products at Soulmart also.me. So you have everything you need, I hope, to help you. Until next week, live, love, be.